Many My Hero Academia fans were outraged by the final chapters of the manga, calling the ending terrible and unsatisfying. Basically, they're calling the mangaka Horikoshi Kohei a horrible writer and a liar. At the start of the manga, we were promised that Deku would become the greatest hero. However, after the final fight with All For One, he became quirkless. Following the 8-year time skip, instead of being a pro-hero like many of his classmates, Deku seemed content on being a teacher, having seamlessly given up on his dream of being a pro-hero. This drastic shift in the trajectory left many fans frustrated. However, I believe that Horikoshi did fulfill the promise that Deku would become the greatest hero, just not in the way the fans expected. To understand why the ending of My Hero Academia works, we first need to define what exactly is a hero. In the start of the series, All Might embodied the ideal hero. He was the symbol of peace, someone who always would be there to protect everyone. However, in reality, All Might was only one person. And after his battle with All For One 5 years prior, he could only maintain his hero form for about 3 hours a day. This left gaps in the time when other heroes needed to step up. Unfortunately, many of the modern day heroes were not motivated by the desire to help people, but rather by their personal gain and fame. As Stain, the hero killer, said, "This society, overgrown with fake heroes, where the word itself has lost its true meaning, and the criminals who wave their powers around idly should all be purged. The symbol of heroism has been tainted by selfish motives like greed." The emergence of characters like Toga further exposed how deeply twisted and broken society has become, because they were also victims who were forsaken by the heroes. Toga Himiko was a victim of her upbringing, particularly her parents' inability to understand her. As a troubled child with a quirk that gave her an unnatural bloodlust, Toga once brought home a bloodied bird and asked her parents if they thought it was pretty. Instead of addressing her needs, they were horrified by her behavior. They forced her to conform to what they considered a normal child. However, suppressing emotions is one of the worst things you can do. And it doesn't even address the underlying issue, Toga's bloodlust. According to Psychology Today, research has suggested that emotional suppression can be counterproductive in many cases. Emotions are meant to come out and at least be heated and attended to. Built up, suppressed emotions usually create physical and emotional health problems in the body. Forcing Toga to bury her feelings doesn't resolve her bloodlust. Instead, it intensifies it. But through it all, where were the heroes? Why didn't anyone step up to help her before things spiraled out of control? No one ever reached out to help someone like Toga. She was a troubled child, and instead of her parents taking the time to guide her through managing her bloodlust in healthy ways, they forced her to suppress these urges. But that never addressed the real issue. Society views quirks like Toga's as inherently evil. While we've seen this before with Hitoshi Shinzo, just because a quirk might seem suited for evil deeds doesn't mean it can't be used for good. Toga never received the help she needed because society rigidly labeled certain quirks, and by extension, certain people, as inherently good or evil. To her parents, she was an abnormal child with a dangerous quirk that caused her to have unusual bloodlust. Why would the heroes, who often chase fame and glory, bother helping a girl they already saw as a lost cause? This highlights the core issue within My Hero Academia society. The true meaning of heroism was lost long ago, especially after the creation of the symbol of peace. Anyone can be a hero. You don't only need to be a firefighter or a soldier to save someone's life. Which, don't get me wrong, people who are firefighters and soldiers are definitely heroes. But heroes can take on many forms. This is the true message that Horikoshi had in mind for ending My Hero Academia. Many fans felt dissatisfied with Deku giving up his dreams of being a pro hero and accepting a teaching position, believing that they were promised that he would be the greatest hero. But the truth is, Deku did become the greatest hero. Not only was he the one to finally defeat All For One, but he also embraced the deeper meaning of heroism. A hero isn't defined by having the greatest quirk or being on the front lines like a firefighter or a soldier. Teachers can be heroes too, shaping the next generation and instilling values of kindness and helping others. As a teacher, Deku has the power to inspire countless of students, showing them that true heroism comes from the act of compassion and standing up for others in need. Even something simple as defending someone from cyberbullying can make a meaningful difference in the person's life. But it doesn't mean he has to be a pro-hero. His true legacy is how he redefined what it means to be a hero. A hero is someone who stands up for others. A hero is someone who saves people. And most importantly, a hero is a person like you and me. This is the true message of My Hero Academia. And if you believe that the true message of My Hero Academia is that anyone can be a hero, you might also find it meaningful to explore the challenges faced by individuals with physical disabilities.